Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera, aka Hbar. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask you guys, could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. And if you guys do find any information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on, as that also does help the channel, and I do also greatly appreciate that as well. Now, I just want to ask for everybody who is watching this, comment down below in the comments if you guys got shaken out today. Maybe you got a little bit worried, scared, and that's totally fine. Admitting your emotions is totally okay. Listen, if I was new to this market, even if I was like in this market for over a year now, I would be concerned. You know, it's totally fine to be worried sometimes. It's totally fine to be scared. You don't have to always bottle up your emotions and kind of just forget about the fact that, yeah, we had a massive drop today. In fact, we're going to be talking about Hedera, and specifically the idea that Hedera actually held up fairly strong today, opposed to some other altcoin holdings of mine. This is probably one of the strongest alt holdings in my position currently that did not go down to the levels that I was actually expecting. We're going to be talking about that here shortly. Trading volume is up 26.77% actually, so still fairly good. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin real quick. So, I'm going to reiterate just a little bit on Bitcoin. So I'm sure that you are probably all aware by now that yes, I have been pretty much calling for Bitcoin to go down to about 37.5K. I've been calling for that for over a month now. We are close to that level. Yes, I do believe that we close in on it and finally reach it, but I do believe it's going to take a little bit of time until we do get there. Now, of course, with this all being said, if you guys did miss my XRP video, yes, we still are in oversold areas. On the 4-hour and on the 2-hour, it's a little bit less of that. We're seeing a little bit of a bounce on the 4-hour overall. But I am watching for a strong bounce at some point in time, probably over the weekend, if anything, or even next week. I do believe that we could actually have this slow bleed just a little bit longer, specifically even today, which, we know Fridays are usually bloodbaths. It's pretty much the closeout for the indices, so it could get a little bit more rough. Which is why I do also kind of expect my levels on Hbar to be targeted down around this demand zone of pretty much 21, almost 22 cents to about almost 24.5 cents. I'm actually targeting this area fairly well right now. I'm actually kind of waiting for it to be hit. This is going to test those December lows, as you guys are probably all aware of. That's pretty much that 22 centile range. Volume is still diminished, as you guys can pretty much see on the bottom of the screen there. RSI still not oversold, to be honest with you. I mean, when we're talking about XRP, we're down into almost a 30 area. This RSI is actually pretty strong. It's the level that we've seen going back to the 10th of January before we broke above almost, 29.5 cents to 30 cents plus. Again, just to reiterate my targets for Hbar for me to actually get bullish, yes, that is still around the 35 centile range, pretty much the 382, as you guys are pretty much all aware of. Now, once this is broken, yes, we have a few other targets to be really kind of met. Again, you can pretty much see the resistance levels being wicked off of up here on the 5th and also the 6th of October. And of course, you can pretty much even see, that 702 being targeted up here on the 31st of October. Of course, we got rejected off of it and came down and retested about it was a pretty rough rejection to be completely honest with you. It was like 36.5 cents almost that we pretty much got down to. And this was pretty much a slow build-up, and we thought that this was going to pretty much lead us back to the all-time high. It ended up kind of leading us back in the opposite direction. Now, of course, in terms of the Hbar Bitcoin chart, let's kind of take a quick look at that. So here we have it. Yes, we had the strong wick today, almost breaking up into my flip-to-go parabolic sort of move. RSI looks extremely strong here. There's still quite a bit of volume. It has not changed at all the last few days, which could be an indication on why it's extremely strong currently. So this is actually pretty good, to be completely honest with you all. But yeah, I think that we still have a ways to go. In terms of the overall fib levels that we could pretty much go off of here. So, of course, like I said, this level here, so let's actually remove some of these horizontal lines because I know that it could get a little bit confusing. So let's actually kind of look at this from an overall viewpoint. So, right now, the levels to really kind of look for on the Bitcoin chart for Hbar is pretty much this 382 level, which is about at a 750 sats in general. Now, this is pretty much the target that I've been targeting forever, going as far back as like October 6th. I mean, this is pretty much a rough area where we have a lot of resistance being met. That's why I do think that once we kind of blow the lid off the top of this, baby, it's going to go flying. I think it's going to be very interesting to watch that really happen. And of course, we have our 618 up there at about 923 sats, followed by 985 sats, and last but not least, the major sign of resistance going back to the 15th and 16th, the 786, the golden era for us to really kind of break above, find support on, and build even higher, which will of course lead us to some outreach here. The 1618, which is about 1659 sats, followed by, of course, almost 2400, followed by 3131, and of course our last full outreach from the current fib level is about 3,866, which I believe is going to lead us to some major USD gains. It's going to be very interesting. Now, let's actually talk about 2022, and let's see what we could really expect. So first off, we did see marketing picking up. We do see here, time to promote Hedera has come. Ads are placed on Stack Overflow to draw attention of developers onto new smart contracts coming out to or on Hedera soon. It's all coming together. And we actually see Christian Hasker saying himself, ads are live on Stack Overflow for Hedera smart contracts. Smart contracts done smarter. And of course, you could pretty much see some of the benefits here. 10 times faster than blockchain alternatives, carbon negative, always predictable gas fees as well. This is awesome to see. I honestly do think that 2022 is going to be a full massive year for Hedera. And yes, I was about to talk about this update as well. Smart Contracts 2.0 are now available on the Hedera Testnet, PreviewNet, Testnet, and soon to be the mainnet. When this launches on the mainnet, guys, I really want you to all prepare. It's going to be something really incredible. Honestly, it's truly going to be something to really watch for, because I think it's going to be very explosive. And of course, we do see here Hedera is EVM compatible, making it easy to port existing Solidity code even better. You could add new support for the Hedera token service, but it's also optimized for Hashgraph. What's better about smart contracts on Hedera? They're insanely fast. Ethereum has 15 million gas in an entire block. Hedera has 15 million gas per second. Gas fees are always predictable, no need to wait to sell that NFT till the network congestion dies down. Using a smart contract always costs the same amount of USD paid in Hbar. Smart contracts on Hedera are carbon negative. Hedera is the most energy efficient layer 1. Every smart contract you deploy and call is offset and then some. If you want support for your smart contract project, get in touch with the Hbar Foundation. So we are going to see mass adoption taken over once we really do see these smart contracts 2.0 really kind of launch on that mainnet. I'm very excited to see this, honestly. And you know what? Guess what? The tides are shifting. We see here Charles Hoskinson. If you guys know me, I've always been kind of a little bit skeptical on ADA, false promises being mentioned, things, a little rough, to be honest. But of course, we do see here, I guess I'll finally read the white paper. If you guys don't know, Charles Hoskinson was always talking down on Hedera, calling it centralized garbage, calling it that, calling it this. And that announcement from, yesterday, where we did see them go open source, really kind of turned a few heads. I seen a lot of other, community members who were kind of talking down on Hedera kind of flip, their overall viewpoints and say, well, you know what? It's time to really kind of look into it. And of course, a lot of the H-Barbarians came out to look into this and laugh at it pretty much. I just think that this is comical. I think that a lot of individuals are really going to start really shifting their momentum towards Hedera, really kind of focusing on what this technology could really kind of become and the potential behind it as well. Now, we also see here, stay tuned for my NFT in, pretty much less than 24 hours, and why NFTs are here to stay in crypto. Important for Hedera growth, catalyze, Hbar price, cause DeFi explosions, serve as appreciating assets, how you can support NFT artists. And we actually see here, Twitter has began rolling out its NFT profile picture verification feature. This is pretty cool. And you can pretty much see it all playing out here. Choose an NFT, show off your prized possessions, and you can pretty much just connect it to a wallet, choose your overall NFT, and make it your profile picture. This is awesome. I think NFT adoption has not even begun yet. I think that we're going to see a lot more overall growth in this market. I think it's going to be extremely huge in 2022. And I know exactly what people are probably thinking. Dude, what are you talking about? Bitcoin is crashing. There is no bull run. Guys, focus on the bigger picture here. We're still seeing mass adoption, and I do believe that Hedera is going to be at the forefront for it. Hence why smart contracts 2.0 are such a big obstacle for Hedera to really kind of, put in place for other blockchains, and even, I shouldn't say other blockchains, other crypto assets, sorry, to really kind of step over, right? This is really going to stop a lot of other projects in their, like when we're talking about the race, right? The race here isn't to be the next big thing. The race here is just to fix the problems that have been really kind of detrimental to the entire crypto scene forever. And Hedera really is solving them, except they're also bringing in so much more innovation and potential in terms of use case value, in terms of adoption. And I'm just so excited to see this really unfold at mass scale. And it's going to be happening very, very soon. I think that marketing definitely is a huge key to all this success, and I'm just excited to watch this all unfold. And, we still have a lot more to really kind of look forward to in this year. Like I said, when we're talking about 2022 alone, we have so much more. Like we have staking, we have, smart contracts 2.0 to really kind of look forward to. But think about the GC members, think about all the connections being made between Hedera and some big tier companies like even Microsoft. I know that Apple has been mentioned multiple times, even Walmart. Like we've seen Walmart talking about NFTs. We've seen that growing and growing and growing in demand. I'm just saying, when we're talking about Hedera being positioned at, number 33 with a lot of stuff to still be announced, I'm very excited for the future of this. And, I'm just saying, in terms of the NFT scene, this has been growing. Trading volume is actually up 65%. Market cap 43.8 billion. It's actually down 9%. But look at some of these assets. I mean, these have done massive runs. Mana, even Axie Infinity. A lot of these have done incredible runs in 2021. I really do think that we haven't even seen the pinnacle of what, NFT adoption and even crypto adoption alike as well really is going to become. Like, we've seen, OpenSea, even on an acquisition spree, we've seen OpenSea pretty much, moving into some major industries, major markets as well. I mean, I just think that 2022, with all of the bullish news that we've been seeing with like Walmart getting in on crypto, we've been seeing Google getting in on crypto. I have a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow for you guys. I just don't see this market not having an incredible year ahead of it. And Hedera, definitely with marketing, with smart contracts 2.0, with everything that's been happening, with like a lot of people turning their heads to, Hedera now because of this huge announcement. Like, I don't think people realize how big that open source announcement actually was. Like, I just think it's great to see something like this actually happen. Like, I think it really kind of builds the idea on how confident Hedera is in terms of their strategy, in terms of what they're really kind of, trying to become, their potential, and what they have built. Like, it just really is, at the end of the day, a solidification on where Hedera is really going to position themselves in this market. I don't see a day where Hedera is not in the top 5. I've always said that Hedera at some point in time will be a $1 trillion asset. It's inevitable. It truly is. And with all of that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord. And of course, if you guys do want to get my trading insights, my exit plans, and all that kind of stuff, you guys can go check out NCashOfficial.com. Of course, the best deal for your buck is the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack for $100. It does include everything on the website, as well as all feature content for free. So with that in mind, you guys are more than welcome to go check that out. Of course, with all of that in mind, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.